Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here to Neil Stewart Park here, RLTD, round number 4 today. And we've got one heavyweight clash here on this beautiful Mother's Day here in Townsville. So a big shout out and good afternoon to all the mothers out there for Mother's Day. I hope you have a beautiful day. But we have one blockbuster game of rugby league here today between the South Bulls taking on Towns Brothers. Undefeated South Bulls, current premiers, taking on the heavyweights competition, Townsville Brothers. This is going to be a cracking game. There's some great matchups in there. The two fullbacks, Declan Dowson taking on Blake Heitman. That's one little clash I'm really looking forward to. But the next clash is something special. Sean Nono, the halfback, the Brothers captain, up against his brother, the younger brother, and Marcus Nono, the front row for South Bulls. They won a premiership together, so I'm really looking forward to this clash. First time I think they've ever played against each other, so it's going to be interesting. And we've got the battle in the forwards. The two nines, Lockie Lurch up against Joshy Williams there. Curtis Dempsey up against Paddy Kafusi. There are some great matchups there. So really looking forward to this game. It's Battle of the Heavyweights. South Bulls taking on Townsville Brothers. We'll be getting underway about 5 minutes' time. We'll put up the team list. Get ready for this game, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, big shout out to our Rugby League Townsville District for this opportunity. And all the mothers, we hope you have a beautiful Mother's Day. This is a huge game, round 4, Rugby League Townsville District. As we go through our two team lists today, let's check them out. And there's a lot of high-quality players in these two teams. We have the South Bulls, number 1 and fullback Declan Dowson, 2 Jack Pryor, 3 Carlin Anderson, 4 Mickey Carroll, 5 Izzy O'Shea, 6 young Braden Kennedy, and 7 Kyle Laybut. They're your backs. And then in the forwards, we have number 8 Marcus Nona, 9 Joshy Williams, 10 Jermaine Stanley, 11 to Sean Santo, 12 Jordan Renfrey, and 13 and captain Curtis Dempsey. On the bench for him today, we have number 14 Josh Radford, 15 Jonah Radovica, 16 Braithen Knox, and 17 Jakey the Bull Mara. And they are coached by Mitchell Grimes. They're your current premiers and currently undefeated. Let's have a look at this team list here from the Townsville Brothers today. And it's full of quality players as well. It really, really is. There's been a couple of late changes for Townsville Brothers. So a couple little number changes as well, and a couple of late changes to their starting side. At fullback wearing number 3 is Blake Heitman. Number 2 now is Gordon Daisy. Wearing number 1 and playing in the centres is David Mills Pryor. Number 4, Ty Carucci. 5, Rywa Walden. 6, Braden Driscoll. And 7 in their captain and Shawnee Nona in the halves. In the forwards we have number 8, Armani Fumasili. 9, Lockie Lurch. 19, Sione Luausi. 11, Patrick Kafusi. 12, Sean Burke. And 18, Manahai Marangi. On the bench we have 14, Mitch Doyle. 13, Trey Valentine. 21, Bingen Balanzetti. And 17, Sammy Cocker. And they're coached by the great man himself, Michael Parker Walsh. Assisted by Kirky as well. Great team there, Townsville Brothers. This is a battle of the heavyweights today. It's going to be a cracking game. Referee is Mr. Joshua Eaton out there. In front of a huge crowd here. Neil Stewart Park, Townsville Junior Rugby League. Shawnee Nona will start off, kick off here for Townsville Brothers as referee blows time on. And straight away it goes to big Jermaine Stanley, bringing it back straight off the back fence from the first tackle. Just to the left, the uprights. Williams, a dummy half, met by Sione Luausi there. Marcus Nona playing it on the second. They've gone down the right now to Tashawn Messasanto. He's in tremendous form. Thank you very much. There, Israel Osei. Thank you very much. Watching all the way from Arab United. Thank you very much, guys. Sincerely appreciate that. Apologise for the name getting wrong. I'll correct that straight away. Big shout out to our viewers around the Torres Strait and tuning in as we see Souths get an early penalty here. They got some good field position, so they get back-to-back sets. Carlin Anderson takes a tap, goes a lay butt to Williams, links up with Jermaine Stanley in the middle third now. He's pulled down on about the 30. First tackle. Williams a dummy half. Looking to link up there with Curtis Dempsey. Ball playing. Tips on to Marcus Nona in the middle of the field. He'll play it there on the second. Williams shows and goes. Comes back to Dempsey in the middle. Playing that Isaiah Yoa lock roll. Coming back down the right edge now. Dowson plays it on the third. Williams ducks down the short side, looks for Tashawn Messasanto, and he might have barged his way over there for the South Bulls, and they get in and celebrate it, and he certainly has. Referee has pointed to the spot. South Bulls have struck early here, and we'll have a look on the Doyle Group replay with that one. 4 points to nil with the kick to come. Tashawn Messasanto has been in damaging form on the right edge and barges his way over there for the South Bulls on the right edge. Fast start here from the South Bulls. Back-to-back sets there. Penalty on the fourth tackle has hurt Townsville Brothers. Once again, I'd like to thank the Doyle Group, the RLTD live stream partner. Thank you very much to Jeff and Tash. Fantastic supporters of North Queensland sport in general. Good afternoon, Clayton Ives. How are you, mate? Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Declan Dowson, the goal kicker for South Bulls. Lines it up. He strikes it quite well. Flags are up. He's brought his golden boots today. South Bulls 6, Townsville Brothers yet to score. 3 minutes down already in this first half. South Bulls have showed their intentions early on, completing their first 2 sets and getting early points. See Marcus Nona come off the back fence here from the kickoff. Spiraling kick. Don't think it goes the opposite side, so Jermaine Stanley comes back. Makes his way back to the middle third there. Met by some good defence. His opposite number for Farmasili and Luausi. Jordan Renfrey attacks down this left edge now. Joshua Williams, a dummy half. Goes to Marcus Nona. Uses a bit of footwork, goes straight at the line. Menahiri there in defence with Sione Luausi. Lockie Lurch. They go down the right edge to try scorer himself, Tashawn Messasanto. Met by Shawnee Nona and Paddy Kafusi there. Come back towards the middle. Dempsey. That'll be the fifth, just over the halfway line, just right of the uprights. They'll go to Kyle Laybutt here. Puts a floating kick down. Blake Heitman safe under the high ball. And brings it back straight through the middle third. David Mills-Pryor. It's exciting when he's got the ball in hand. Looking for spaces around the edges. Brothers will look to their big man now to go through the middle third there. Farmer Silly. Busy player, very strong through the middle. Goes to Braden Driscoll. Comes on the edge of Sean Burke. Is tough as nails. But a good shot there from Michael Carroll from the balls. He's brought down on the 5th on 40 metres out. Goes to Shawnee Nona. Puts it high. Bit of high contact on the kicker. They let it bounce. It might be a knock on against South here. We have a play down for Brothers on the far left corner there. Now it's going to be a handover on the last. Got time out for an injury. Looks like Paddy Kafusi on his knees at the moment. Dangerous from the South Bulls there not to really compete for that high ball. Colin Anderson will play the ball now for the South Bulls. They've got possession. 20 metres out off their own line. Go to Izzy Osei. He'll play it there. Strong carry off his wing. Williams. Mickey Carroll. Strong outside backs here from the South Bulls. They come in and do some hard work through the middle third. Joshy Williams being dynamic in around the ruck. He's in scintillating form himself. 6 more to go there, and extra attention in the ruck from Brothers. Try scorer. Messasano. Met by good defence there from Shawnee Nona. Using all his experience. Laybutt jumps in, dummy half, goes down the short side to Colin Anderson. Who's wrapped up. They might get a penalty here. High shot around the shoulders and neck. A little bit high there from David Mills-Pryor. Referee right on the spot. So South Bulls get back-to-back penalties once again. Back-to-back sets. So they march down the field now about 20 metres out on the right corner. Sean Massasano charges into the line. Met by good defence from Townsville Brothers. They're on their goal line now, 15 metres out. They go to Marcus Nona, who tips on through the middle to Stanley. Stands, offloads back to Marcus Nona. Ball hits the ground, but some desperate defence. The blue and white brick wall of Townsville Brothers stay strong, and they force an error there. They'll receive the ball back. Driscoll will feed the scrum here for Brothers. Now they're attacking out of the line. They go to Man Mountain Giant in the centres, Big Ty Carucci. He'll play it on the first. Lurch. Blakey Heitman, he's a handful with the ball in hand. He really is. Wearing a number 3, but playing a fullback. Great pickup for Brothers this season. Marangi goes through the middle. Manahai plays it on the third. Lurch. Farmasili takes him on. He's busy. They're on the 4th centre field here now. Halfway line. Lurch goes down the right edge to Driscoll. Takes him on. Shows and goes. Driscoll opens him up, young Braden. He's looking for support. He puts the kick across. Might be a chance here for Ryra Walden. It is. What a fantastic try there. That's a cracking rugby league try there to Townsville Brothers. Ryra Walden finishes it off, but Braden Driscoll opens them up with a little show and go. We'll have a look on the Doyle Group replay with that one. What a bounce back from Townsville Brothers. 6 points to 4. Townsville Brothers open up the South Bulls defensive edge here on their right side. The Bulls left side in defence there. Braden Driscoll taking them on nice and direct at the line. Little show and go. Open them up. A very smart kick in. Ever reliable. Shawnee Nona now, the goal kicker. His little fella Nixon Nona out there. Got his Triple S hat on too. Young T-boy from Brothers there. Big shout out to young Nixon. You're doing a great job, young man. We'll have to kit him out in the full Triple S kit in the future. Little T-boy hanging out with Dad on the footy field. Shawnee's bought his golden boots today as well. He makes no mistake with it. Hands off the ball, young Nixon. Too deadly, my boy. 6 points all after 10 minutes of play. South Bulls restart play. Will we see Farmer Silly come off the back fence here? Big fella puts his hand up, charges back in. Good to see a lot of friendly banter amongst all the players here. Siani Luausi now takes him on through the middle. Good footwork at the line. It's a good set so far from here, brothers. Working over the middle third hard, getting good yards. Nona turns Paddy Kafusi back underneath him on the left edge. Lockie Lurch, a dummy half. Gets out, squares up nicely. Looks for Heitman and steps off the right. Beats left. He's grabbed by the collar. A desperate Kyle Laybutt in the fence. 80 metres they've made from that set of 6. Townsville Brothers on the attack here. Nona. A lot of time he was hit off the ball there by Laybutt. Jack Pryor knocks it down and desperately knocks it over the dead ball line. I think it was a knock-on against Jack Pryor. Referee right on the spot there, Josh Eden. Good positioning from the young man. So it'll be a goal line dropout. So a fantastic set after points there for Townsville Brothers. Six points all. This Sunday afternoon, matched around Rugby League Townsville District, round 4. See a high drop kick. They competed. David Mills Pryor gets above the pack. He brings it down nicely. Paddy Kafusi charges out of dummy half. It's pulled down about 3 metres out of the try line and just to left the uprights. Sonny Luausi, big guys using his leg drive. He gets himself over the line here. Sione Luausi's got himself a big meat pie, all leg drive. Scores beside the post. Too big, too strong. Townsville Brothers 10, South Bull 6. Sony Luausi, the former North Townsville Blackhawks player, New Zealand Warriors front rower. Fantastic to see him make a home here now in Townsville. Barges his way over beside the sticks. He's about 8 metres out. It was all leg drive. All strength. Too powerful. So Townsville Brothers have gone back-to-back sets. 3 sets in a row and 2 tries are on the board. Shawnee Nona shouldn't have any issues adding extras in this kick. What a game we have for you in round 4. They'll be there at the back end of the season, let me tell you, in the top 2 or 3, these two sides. Conversion successful once again from Shawnee Nona. Townsville Brothers 12, South Ball 6. Declan Dowson will restart play here for the South Bulls. Launches it down in the back pocket. Farmer Silly will come off the fence here. Here he goes, the big fella, running straight through the middle. South Bulls are going to an interchange now. Josh Radford's on through the middle of the park there, along with Brayton Knox. So they made a couple changes through the middle third. Big Jermaine Stanley gets a break. And looks like Curtis Dempsey's getting a little bit of attention on the sideline as well. So a couple of forced changes. But they come up with an error there. Grimesy, how are you, mate? Thanks for tuning in. Don't miss many games. Sincerely appreciate it, mate. Mitch is doing a fantastic job coaching. Should be extremely proud of him. So South Bulls get possession back here on the 40-metre line. Centerfield scrum. Go out the back now. Williams to lay butt. Carlin Anderson on the right edge. Uses a bit of footwork. He gets through in a beautiful offload to Israel Osei. And he has smashed his way down the sideline and slams the ball in. They've caught brothers napping from the scrum there. And South Bulls bounce back. 10 points all with the kick to come. Israel Osei, too strong down the right edge. But a smart play there from Carlin Anderson. Gets on the outside of the brothers' defenders. And they catch him napping down the short side. Townsville Brothers 12. South Bulls 10 with the kick to come. It's game up here. Another tough kick here for Declan Dowson. Right on the right-hand sideline. Takes it back about 24 metres. Did smash the last one from the same position. Probably about 2 metres in. Very accomplished kicker. We've got two of the best here today in Declan Dowson and Sean Nona. And it just goes on the inside of the uprights. So the score remains at Townsville Brothers 12. This cracking game of rugby league here. Men's A grade rugby league Townsville District, round number 4. Once again, thank you to our live stream partner in the Doyle Group. Thank you very much. All our supporters of Rugby League Townsville District, thank you. Apologise, we don't live stream the under 21 reserve grade games. We just do the women's and the A grade at the moment. So Shawnee Nona restarts play after 17 and a half minutes. South Bulls now. Got a bit of work to do to get out of their own half here. Brayton Knox will play it there on the first. Go to Jordan Remfrey. He'll play it on the second. Centre field, just over the 20-metre line. Joshy Williams probes in and around the ruck. Gets on the right side. But he's met by some solid defence there. Good ball and all tackle from Farmer-Silly. Cries of a high shot, but it definitely wasn't. Marcus Nona ploughs his way through the middle. Williams goes out the back to Braden Kennedy. Turns Renfrey back under. Surrenders in the tackle as he come behind. Radford there in the middle of the field. So, fifth tackle. 50 metres out. Goes to Anderson. Puts a midfield bomb. It's well taken there by the try scorer Ryra Walden. Might be a penalty there, no. Got away with it. Must stand with the footy, though. They bring him back through Ty Carucci. So, Brothers got possession back now. Walden, once again, putting his hand up. They're in the South Territory now. Braden Driscoll gets out of dummy half. This kid can play. Squares him up in around the ruck. Goes to Sean Nona. Chips over the top on the left. Mickey Carroll brings the ball back for South. This is South coming down the left edge now. So a couple changes have been made now from Townsville Brothers. They've gone to the interchange bench. Young Manahai Mangaringi gets a break, and Bingham Balanzetti out there now in the 21 in the middle. Good interchange. Ryer Walden takes it on the full there, brings it back. He beats one. Pull down just short of the halfway line. It goes to Heitman and takes him on in behind the ruck. That's a good, strong, smart carry there. He'll play it on the second. Getting extra attention, and he gets 6 to go for his good work there. Lurch goes to Balanzetti. Young Bingo will play it there. Lockie Lurch once again. Trey Valentine out there now. Footy in hand, very strong forward. Nice carry from Trey. Shawnee Nona goes nice and direct. Links up with Driscoll. Turns Carucci back on the inside. Inside ball to Heitman's play on. He beats one, he beats two. He's pulled down inches short of the try line. Brothers on the attack. 6 more has been called once again. Nona plays direct. A beautiful outball to Mills Pryor. And the ball goes over the sideline. A lack of execution there from Townsville Brothers. They had South Bulls on the ropes. They just couldn't finish them off. They lead 12 points to 10 after 20 minutes of play. Big let off there from the South Bulls. Scrambling defence. Brothers probably just need a little bit more composure with them 2 sets of 6 to go again. Dowson carries it. Goes to Mickey Carroll now. South's got a bit of work here to do. They look a little bit lost out there at the moment without Curtis Dempsey in the middle ball playing. Jordan Renfrey takes it upon himself. Goes straight through the middle. Bounces off Trey Valentine. Makes an extra 5 metres. Renfrey plays it. Laybutt links up there with Josh Radford. Goes palming his way through the middle. Now they get good refereeing there from Josh Eaton. Playing the momentum. And there's been a little bit of back chat here. They get marched. Extra few metres. So South Bulls are back on the attack. 20 metres out centre field here. Very vocal crowd. It's blockbuster much this. The heavyweights, South Bulls and Townsville Brothers go at it. Carroll, first tackle here. Met by some good defence there from Trey Valentine and Bingham Balanzetti. He plays it back. Williams, the dummy half, gets in behind the markers. Squares up. It's going to be pulled down about 10 metres out in front of the sticks. Laybutt jumps in with dummy half. Goes to big Jonah Radovica. Takes him on. And he's pulled down inches out. That was very, very close. This time, Laybutt with a beautiful out ball. Nice hands to Anderson. But great defence from David Mills Pryor on the edge there for Brothers. Laybutt turns Brayton Knox back underneath him. Goes down the right edge there. Shawnee Nona has got him tied up. 5th tackle, 3 metres out. Right on the right-hand side line. Radford Takes him back on. 6 to go has been called now once again. So South Bull get back-to-back sets on the brothers' line here. Goes to Radovika, trying to force his way over Big Jonah. But he's pulled down just about a couple of metres out. And a penalty has been given here. So desperate defence here from Townsville Brothers. Defended for 10 tackles so far. They've been asked to defend for another 6. South Bulls taking their time, getting a little bit of composure. They've had 25 minutes of play. 12 points to 10, they lead the Bulls. Some good contact there. Really good contact. Trey Valentine, the hit man, he's on. Certainly made a presence so far. He's come off the bench. South Bulls. Williams probing. Goes to Laybutt. Goes short to Tashawn Messacento. And they've caught out Townsville Brothers on the left edge there. And that's a great try there from South Bulls. Messacento scores his second. They regain the lead now. 14 points to 12, the kick to come. A weighted possession takes its toll on the brothers' defence. Defended for 15 tackles. But some smart play there on the edge from the South Bulls. And Tashawn Messacento is very, very strong boy on that right edge. Scores for the Maroon. Once again, a challenging kick for young Declan Dowson there. We had a look on the Door Group replay. Tashawn Messacento, 2 tries early in the first half. 25 and a half minutes down. The Bulls lead 14-12 over Brothers. Dowson comes in, he strikes it well, the flags are up. South Bulls, 16 points to 12 lead.
Successful score is South Bulls 16, Brothers 12.
Shawnee Nona will restart play again here for the Townsville Brothers. 13 minutes remain in this first half. What a cracking game of A-grade rugby league it's been so far. Certainly not letting the fans down on both sides. Kick might have gone too far here. Oh, very gutsy from Dowson there. Got a golden bounce, goes straight up and brings it back strongly for the South Bulls. Good recovery there from the kickoff. Cries a forward there to Jonah Radovika. He'll play it on the second for the Bulls. Williams goes to Brayton Knox. Good footwork at the line. Met by Balanzetti. Mitch Doyle on now. Little number 14 playing at 9. Giving Lockie Lurch a break. Very good around the ruck and tidy Mitchy Doyle. That's a strong carry there. South Bull straight through the middle third. Real strong carry. Joshy Radford. Goes the young Braden Kennedy. Puts a towering bomb. But some good kick pressure. Great kick pressure there from Semi Cocker coming on now for Townsville Brothers. So both sides have gone to their benches and they're certainly making an impact. See how physical the game is out there. Fortunately, the kick from young Braden Kennedy has gone up over the left sideline. So Burke will play it. Carucci takes him on through the middle. The big man, he's brought down on the halfway line. Doyle at dummy half. Comes back to Cocker. Plays it on the second. Mills Pryor looking for some work through the middle. He's caught out the markers in around the ruck. 6 more's been called. Goes Blake Heitman now. Dangerous when he comes in around them markers. He's pulled out on the first, about 30 metres out, centre field. Mitch Doyle goes to Trey Valentine. Met by Rodovica. He'll play it there on the second. Doyle links up with Shawnee Nona, plays direct. Beautiful inside ball there to Balanzetti. Actually, sorry, it was Sean Burke on the inside. Now go out the back there. Oh, an intercept attempt there from Jackie Pryor. The ball goes down. Battle of the little wingers there, a little chicken scratch match between Jack Pryor and Royer Walden. No one would watch a fight between two wingers, to be honest. So Townsville Brothers will get the ball back here. 10 metres out and the right tram lines here. Big opportunity. 30 minutes down, 16 points to 12. South Bulls lead the Brethren. Mitch Doyle goes to Driscoll. Shawnee Nona. Nice early ball to Mills Pryor. Cohen and Anderson's defence is up to it though. Pull down on the left edge. Shawnee Nona, Kafusi. Looks to work his way back through the middle there. Sean Burke's moved into the middle now. He's got the ball in possession. He'll play it back to Mitchie Doyle. Ball hits the ground. Nice pick up from Driscoll. He's brought down. Kennedy's defence up to the scratch. Fourth tackle. 10 metres out to the right of the uprights. Valentine takes him on through the middle. He'll play it back on the fifth. Doyle at dummy half. He'll look to Shawnee Nona on the left edge here. No, little grubber there from Mitch Doyle. And it's a handover, accidental offside. So there'll be a play to ball, 10 metres out. So score remains 16-12. Been very, very physical. Declan Dowson, always dangerous at the back. He plays it on the first. Osei comes in off his wing now, Israel. He's had a strong start to the game himself. Arab United man. Big shout out to everyone up there. Shout out to the man himself, EJ. Bala EJ, I hope you're well. Doesn't miss much Triple S action. Tremendous fans. Black and yellow up there. Jordan Renfrey, huge run here on the left-hand edge from Renfrey. He opens them up. The balls are on the attack. Dempsey back out there, dummy half now. Links over Carlin Anderson, backing himself. But he's been pulled down desperately there. Townsville Brothers, they got a man down and back play with an injury at the moment. There's play on. Dempsey puts a little grubber through. It's picked up by Walden. Unfortunately, he knocks it on. Might be just in play, though. So I think it'll be a scrum. There's still a play down and background injury. Sam Cocker is back on his feet. Brothers were under the pump there. Man down injured. They did well to scramble. South Bull, centre field scrum now, 10 metres out. 8 minutes to go to half time. They currently lead 16-12. We're in some big moments of the game at the moment. A look over to the left, there's some salary cap money on the bench today for Townsville Brothers there, especially with their forward Farron Morris. It's a mozza for him to be sitting on the bench as we see South Bulls footy in hand. Dempsey goes to Knox. Looks to stand offload there. So Cody Dempsey back out there now. Looks like he's been taped up, stitched up. Joshy Williams has caught him napping in around the ruck. And he's found a way through the hole in the defence of Brothers and scores. South Bulls add to their lead. 20 points to 12, the kick to come. That man, Joshy Williams, very, very dangerous. In behind the ruck. Has caught the Brothers' defence napping. Snuck through a little hole there just to the right side. Big step off the right foot. Joshy Williams.
their major game day sponsors to keep their boots on the field.
6.5 minutes remain in this first half. The South Bulls lead 20 points to 12. Dowson should add the extras here. Very, very challenging there for brothers with that set. So once again, South get back-to-back sets on the line. They are dangerous with the ball in hand and come out. It's the second time they've had back-to-back sets and they get points. Dowson converts. South Bulls 22, Townsville Brothers 12.
Successful scorers, South Bulls 22, Brothers 12. This clip of the canteen is about to close. If you want to get some last food in the drink. Now's Robert Shealy. Please head down to the canteen as soon as you can. They will be closing shortly.
You need a few Dagwood dogs, wouldn't you, Faz? Sean Nona will restart play here for Townsville Brothers. 5 minutes remaining in the first half. Huge kick. Goes down the prior. Gives it to Brayton Knox. It scants across. Comes back towards the middle. Trey Valentine. Very physical in defence. Dempsey dummy half now. Goes to Jonah Radovica. Comes down the left edge. Good defence from young Braden Driscoll. Been good again today. Renfrey, he's been on fire for the South Bull. Damaging runs on this left edge. He'll play it on the third. Dempsey gets out, links up with Laybutt. They're swapped into that role now. Some physical defence there from Sean Burke and Paddy Kafusi. Laybutt taking him on direct. Goes to Boyer. Sean Messasano. He is absolutely on fire today on the fifth tackle. It's brought down. Dempsey gets out. He's going to put little grubbers through. It's charged down there from Sean Burke. And desperate defence there. And it ends up in the hands of Townsville Brothers. Trey Valentine. Very good set there from South Bulls as the defence looks to aim up here now. Blake Heitman, he is a handful. Always beats his first defender. Very, very good player, young Blake Heitman. Goes to Carucci, takes him on through the middle now. And the South Bulls have forced an error with some good defence there. Carucci comes up with a mistake. So South Bulls, 30 metres out, front of the sticks. They'll get another opportunity. 3.5 minutes to half time. Cracking game of rugby league here. Go down the right edge now. Colin Anderson. He has absolutely been smashed by Shawnee Nona there. What a hit. Shawnee doesn't make many tackles, but he made that one count. South Bulls, nice play there from Declan Dowson. Open him up on the edge. Jack Pryor can't finish it though. South Bulls back on the attack here once again. Desperate defence. Dempsey puts a great little grubber kick through. Joshy Williams, that man there. So Dempsey's gone into 9 now. Joshy Williams goes back to 13. It's a great little combination in around the ruck. So once again, fourth time during this game, South Bulls get back-to-back sets. Big set of 6 here just before half-time for Townsville Brothers. Important stage of the game. South Bulls have scored twice once they got back-to-back sets. So let's see if they can stay strong here. Shawnee Nona. Not the best of dropouts, but he picks up 50 metres along the ground. Goes from Dowson. Jonah Radovica has been strong. He's come on with a presence today, Jonah. Dempsey. Links up with Knox. Goes down the right side. Doesn't get past Ballanzetti. Mitchie Doyle there. Kyle Laybutt steps off his right. Takes him on through the middle. Looking for an offload, but it's taken the ground on the third. Dempsey gets out, goes to Kennedy. He plays nice and direct out the back to Dowson. A little show and go from the fullback. And he's forced his way over. He scored on a stroke of half-time here for the South Bulls. Declan Dowson shows his class with a beautiful team try from the South Bulls.
High score there brings the score to South Bulls 26, brothers 12. The kick to come just 1 minute to go.
It's a great finish there from Dowson. Down the left edge. Just showed his strength. Nice little show and go. He's Queensland Cup material, this young kid. All over. It's only a matter of time. That's a big try leading into the halftime break. They'll take the conversion and they'll call drinks. There's another brothers player down. We hope he's well. Doesn't look good at the moment. Half-time siren goes in the background. Good to see Trey Valentine back on his feet, being assisted from the field from the trainer. Great young man, young Trey. Good family. Big shout-out to Arlene and Sean as well. Big shout-out to all the mothers out there. Happy Mother's Day today. Hope you get spoiled out there. Especially all you rugby league mums. Thank you for what you do for all us boys and girls these days. Absolutely tremendous. Conversion unsuccessful from Dowson. Not the one of the best kicks for him. As the halftime siren goes, we take a short break. 26 points to 12. South Bulls lead the mighty Townsville brothers.
Second half of that action must get underway very shortly.
Just put it on them.
South Bulls A-grade team want to thank their main principal sponsor, CMB Designs, for their sponsorship throughout the year. CMB Designs provide hospitality, design, and providing.
Follows in control. Should be able to hang on to it from here, but yeah.
Great service with effective construction cost, saving time to extend new home experiences, enjoy well in the future. Providing a unique residential and commercial designs to the following geographics: Townsville, Cassowary Coast, Ingham, Hinchinbrook, Charlestown, Burdekin, Bowen, and Airlie Beach. Second half action about to get underway very shortly.
The Rugby League Townsville District would like to thank its following sponsors for 2025. The North Queensland Cowboys, the Mendy Blackhawks, Alliance Electrical Townsville, Townsville Hydrovac, C-Link, EV2 Sportswear, Hit 103.1, the Doyle Group, Willows and McDonald's. We thank you for your generous support once again, and we thank the Doyle Group, our RLTD live stream sponsor for 2025. We take a halftime break here. Shout out to the South Bulls. Thank you for looking after Triple S Sport once again. Sincerely appreciate it. Very welcome him. Doing a fantastic job, led by Aaron Snary and Chantel. Great volunteers, along with all their other hard-working volunteers. Thank you to South Bulls. Great hosts today. Welcome back here to Triple S Sport coverage. Round 4 today, Rugby League Townsville District. Current premiers, undefeated South Bulls hosting Townsville Brothers. Cracking game of A-grade Rugby League in the men so far. The Bulls lead 26 points to 12 as you see the Bulls back out in the field, ready to go, waiting for the Townsville Brothers boys. Once again, thank you for tuning in all around North Queensland. Thank you very much. Sincerely appreciate the support. Really, really do. All them viewers. Got some viewers down in Victoria, on Darling Island and Torres Strait. Thank you very much.
All right, second half action about to get underway.
So we see Townsville Brothers coming back out. They'll be receiving the footy. This time, South Bulls will be running south to north now. They'll be kicking off through Declan Dowson.
South Bulls want to thank all the volunteers, the officials, sponsors, families for coming out
Shout
today.
out to the big dog from the Burdekin watching here today. Proud rugby league father, lovely wife Lara. Hope you're having a beautiful Mother's Day. Lara, hope you've been spoilt by the big man himself and the boys. They deserve it. You are up there with the best. So happy Mother's Day, Lara. Shout out to the little round man himself, Mitchell Barnes. Occupant cleaning. Hope you haven't eaten too many hot dogs today, Mitchell, at the football. You'll end up more swollen than what you are. So the Bulls and Brothers are back out in the field, ready to go. As we're time back on here. Brothers get first opportunity with the footy in hand. Luowsy bringing it back from the kickoff. Time it goes to Bingham Balanzetti. Nice carry by the young man. Around 21 in the middle of the field. Doyle, dummy half, goes to Burke. Always very solid. Good defence though. Shawnee Nona goes to Kafusi. Gets a bit of space here on the left edge. Beats one, beats two. Desperate defence from Laybutt over the top. Two very good mates there. Laybutt and Kafusi come together. Shawnee Nona goes to Luowsy, back through the middle. Dempsey in defence. So played on the 5th. Right on the 40-metre line now in South territory. Nona puts a towering bomb up. And it's gone out on the full. Little breeze coming across the face. That does not happen very much from Shawnee Nona. Very astute with his kicking game. But good kick pressure from the South Bulls. Williams will play it. Dempsey at dummy half. Goes to Knox. Comes back in towards the middle. Sean Burke, he's been extremely busy for Townsville Brothers. Very good player. He's tough as nails. Osei. That's a good run there from Israel. Met by a good defence though from Luowsy and Cocker. Dempsey down the left edge. Kennedy. Nice out ball. Ran free, but good defence from Driscoll. Kennedy comes back towards the middle. Williams offloads. Links up with Dowson. Looks to fend his way through. Desperate defence from Brothers. Hang on. He'll play it on the 4th. Carroll. Kennedy. Dempsey. Radovica. Big Jonah will play it on the 5th. 20 metres out for centre field. Goes to Kyle Laybutt. Puts a little left-footed cross kick over for Israel Osei. Takes it. But desperate defence and good defence from Townsville Brothers. Hold them off. Faz, come and give me a half-time report. Lockie Lurch now brings it back here for Townsville Brothers. Doyle, dummy half, goes to Driscoll. Townsville brothers working hard to get out of their own area here. Doyle goes down the short side, links up with Carucci, opens him up a little bit. He's pulled desperately down just over the 40-metre line on the last. Doyle gets out of dummy half, gets a good piece of it. It's gone straight to Declan Dowson. No, he's in open space. This could be dangerous. He comes back. He goes straight at Shawnee Nona. Sean Burke there leads a kick chase once again. Israel Osei, he's had a tremendous game, coming in off his wing once again, working hard through the middle. Goes to Pryor now, his opposite winger. So the outside back's coming in and doing some work. Brothers' defence is up to it through the middle third though. Dempsey goes to Jonah Radovica. He's had an outstanding game on the edge. He's had a big presence off the bench. He really has. Dempsey gets out, links up with his partner in crime and Williams. Laybutt, Dowson, short ball to Anderson. Smothered in defence from Brothers. Goes back to Laybutt. This time he puts a midfield bomb. He's under pressure here. It's well taken there from Blake Heitman. Stood his ground, safe as a church. Now Walden brings it back out here for Brothers. So both teams going at each other here in the first 5 minutes of the second half. Second effort in the ruck there from South Bulls. So Townsville Brothers will get a penalty. Watch the ball here, John Boy. Hopefully Shawnee goes other side. Ball's coming our way. Nice kick there from Shawnee Nona. Points touch. Nona links up Lawowsy through the middle of the field. Big Sione, 2-on-1 strip. Back to Pat penalties here, helping Townsville Brothers march down the field, get some good field position here early on. It's a real battle out in the middle. Forget the scoreline of 26-12. This game will go down in the last couple minutes. Telling you that now. Townsville Brothers. No. Finds touch. Right on the halfway line here. Good to see the legendary Gordy Daisy out there for Brothers. Number 2. Going to Bingen Balanzetti out there. Sorry, Bingo. Got a bit tongue-tied there. Comes to Burke. So Townsville Brothers got a bit of momentum here. Doyle gets out, dummy half, squares up, links up with Driscoll, steps off his left. So they're on the attack about 20 metres out to the right of the uprights. Doyle comes back to Sione Lawowsy. Plays out the back to Sean Nona, out the back to Heitman, links up with Mills Pryor. Some desperate defence from Carlin Anderson. They're on the attack here. Nona links up Lawowsy back towards the middle. The ball's been knocked down though. No. Curtis Dempsey. Huge defence on Sione Lawowsy. All players take a little break at the moment. Looks like there's a player getting patched up out the back. Curtis Dempsey. Once again getting patched up. So we've got a real battle on our hands at the moment between the Bulls and Townsville Brothers. So it's been fixed up out the back now. So he's back in action and be time back on. Mickey Carroll, the speedster, Brings it back out for the South Bulls now. Dempsey patched up. Back at dummy half. There goes Jordan Remfrey. Good contact there from Cochran and Wowsy over the top. Is that a cracking game, Jordan? Williams. Always probing Joshy. Super fit. May have picked very tired. Slow to his feet there. Sean Messaceno. Some good defence there from Shawnee Nona. Mills, Pryor and Dempsey come together. Right in front of us here. Good to see a bit of passion in the jerseys being worn. Nothing in it, just play on. South Bulls get the penalty and fine touch here. They'll go back into Townsville Brothers territory. So they go back on the attack now. South Bulls have gone to their bench and a wrecking ball himself. Jakey Mara's on for him now. Middle of the field, gives Jonah Radovica a good break. He's outstanding, Jonah. Marcus Nona charges through. Let's hope he doesn't drop the big bucket of KFC today, Marcus. Over the line. Laybutt turns Messer. Sano back in underneath him, looking for a hat-trick. Boy has been great with the ball in hand. Dempsey at dummy half. South Bulls back on the attack. Attacking the try line. Braden Driscoll gets up in the face of Braden Kennedy. Shuts him down quickly. Plays it on the fourth. Dowson probes down the left edge once again. Scored a try in similar circumstances in the first half. So back to Curtis Dempsey, Braden Kennedy, Jakey Mara. Ball plays for Marcus Nona. And this time he gets over the try line and plants it down. He'll be happy with that one. A big Mick pie for the big guy. Marcus Nona scores for the South Bulls.
Tries for the South Bulls. Bring the score to the South Bulls.
30, South Bulls, Townsville Brothers 12.
South Bulls want to thank their major game day sponsors who keep their boots on the field throughout the year. Walter Industries, our major club sponsor. CB Designs, a great principal sponsor. North Queensland Physiotherapy Centre, North Queensland Hydraulics. EDMS, Sheriff, Upliftable Wholesalers, Rag, Tax and Accounting. Professional Townsville from North Queensland Public Transport and RGM Maintenance. This on 30 minutes to go for the second half.
Massive kick here. Carlin Anderson has taken over goal kicking duties. Anderson comes in, strikes it as the extras. South Bulls extend their lead now to 32. Townsville Brothers 12. 11 minutes down in the second half of round 4 RLTD. Match it around Sunday afternoon rugby league. Live and free thanks to Triple S Sport. So Townsville Brothers gone back to their bench. Mitchie Dawes been replaced after a very busy stint through the middle. Lockie Lurch back out there. Rowie Nona, how are you, mate? How good was Latrell Mitt the other night? Outstanding. Laybutt scrambles. And here he is, the try scorer. Off the back fence, Marcus Nona. Looking for more points. He didn't drop that bucket of KFC over the line today. His brother in tandem there, Jakey Mara. Rowie, can you tell me why Marcus won't run at Shawnee? Laybutt Goes it to Sean Messasano. He's having a good day for South on the right edge here. Plays it back to Dempsey. Goes down the edge to Anderson. Goes to Israel Osei. He beats his one tackle. Anderson backing up. He beats him two. He's going himself, is the O'Shea. Links up with Dempsey. Finds Dowson. They're still playing champagne footy here from the South Bulls. Ball hits the ground now. Townsville Brothers pick it up and attack straight back. End-to-end rugby league. Desperate defence from Brothers there. They come straight back into attack mode. Ruck infringement. Very handy penalty there for Townsville Brothers. They'll get some good field position out of this. Should find touch around the halfway line. Townsville Brothers through Sam Cocker now. Charges in some solid defence from Jakey Mara. A little shout out to Mia Mills. Thanks for tuning in. Never misses much on Triple S, Mia. Thank you very much. Really appreciate your support. I know she's around the grounds watching today. Lurch at dummy half. Goes to Lowowsy. Oh, forward pass has been called. So we're going to have a centre field scrum, 45 metres out. Jakey Mara now takes him on through the middle third. So South Bulls working hard here through the middle. Once again in good field position. Laybutt turns Carl and Anderson up. They link up with Dowson through the middle. Beautiful pass back on the inside. And that's a classy try there from the South Bulls. They worked hard there. Good lead up from their forwards through the middle. It's all class. And once again, Declan Dowson puts the finishes touches on it. And Carl Anderson gets the rewards. Great team try there to South Bulls. Very well executed move there.
South Bulls want to thank them again, their sponsors, and keep their boots on the field throughout the year. We'll also get the streets I made club.
We have a look on the door group replay. Once again, some great lead-up work. Melbourne Storm style play, that one. Reminisces of the days to Smith, to Cronk on the inside, to Slater, pushing up through the middle. And Carl Anderson, who helped create it at the start, finishes off underneath the posts. Beautiful rugby league try. Anderson should add the extras here, right in front of the sticks to his own try. Comes in, strikes it well, straight between the posts. So the South Bulls have got their horns up now. They lead 38 points to 12. 22 minutes remain in this game. Nona will restart play once again. Goes down the lay, but Brothers Marcus off the back fence there. Use a bit of footwork and a shimmy at the line. Goes to Israel Osei. He's been outstanding. Having a cracking game for the Bulls. Massive work rate. Some good strong carries. Very effective. Joshy Williams probing and around the ruck. He'll play it back on the third. Dempsey links up. Braden Kennedy. Goes to Remfrey. Powers through on that left edge. Remfrey stands. Offloads to Kennedy. Jake Mara stands, looks to offloads, backs in, big bulldozer, plays it back to Dempsey. Spiralling bomb here from Laybutt. Blake Heitman under it. That's a tough one to take. That was a high spiralling bomb there. Really, really was. Not very often you see Blakey Heitman put one down. But that's going to happen to the best of them with that kick. What a kick from Kyle Laybutt. So South get a centre field scrum here, about 15 metres out. Still 21 and a half minutes remaining in this game. Classy performance so far from the Red Men. Here they go now. Williams at the back of the scrum, always probing. Busy player, Joshy. He's a lot stronger than he looks. Looks to try and force his way over the line. Might be held up here. Yes, he will be. He asks to take it back and play it. What about the Melbourne Storm today? Put the cleaners through the West Tigers, 64-0. A Clinica trainer run. How are you, Tennyson? One of the legends walks past Tennyson, wasn't it? From Townsville Brothers, champion man as well. Laybutt goes short down the right edge. Anderson looking for more points. He might have got over Carlin. No, it is Croys. Phantom Troy just short of the line. Dempsey dummy half. Goes to Williams. He stops and he probes. Looking dangerous with the ball once again. Desperate defence here from Brothers. He'll play it back. Dempsey at dummy half. Stand up and play the ball, son. Trying to milk it. Goes to Marcus Nona. Ball playing out to Braden Kennedy. Quick hands to Dowson. Beautiful out ball. Hits his winger right on the chest. What a out ball there from Dowson. Finds his winger unmarked. And Pryor scores in the corner. Once again, Dowson shows his class with a beautiful try assist for the South Bulls. So the South Bulls, the Red Men, 20 minutes to go in the second half. Lead Townsville Brothers 40 points to 12. Huge scoreline. Tough kick now for Carlin Anderson. Bit of a hush around the ground. The South Bulls certainly got their horns up here. Lots of cheering for the Redmen. Did not expect this scoreline in today's match at around Sunday afternoon footy. The heavyweights, Townsville Brothers and South Bulls going at it. Sammy Murphy in the yellow shirt for the South Bulls. Still looks very fit, ready to go if called upon. Anderson comes in, gets a fair piece of it, and it looks good. He's put it over the sticks. Colin Anderson has the extras from the sideline. He's brought his golden boots along today. 44, South Bulls lead Townsville Brothers 12. Nicky Carroll brings it back from the restart. Renfrey plays it back for South. Links up Williams in the middle of the field. Laybuck goes short to Massasano. Looks to force his way through on the right edge. Nona not letting go. He's locked on around that footy. Two of the best players there you see. Massasano and Shawnee Nona. Goes to Joshy Radford now through the middle. Unfortunately, Menahai Mangari has a head knock here. Hope the young man's all right, young Menahai. He's caught one on the forward. Looked like it might have been a bit of friendly fire in the tackle from his own player. Might be forced to make a change here, Townsville Brothers, I'd say. Manahai Manarangi. Good to see the young man back to his feet. He's got the okay from the legendary trainer. So it's play on. So 17 minutes remain. We see a midfield bomb has come off the back of Farmasili. Midfield bomb has come off the back of the big front rower, Paul Fuller. Oh, massive contact there. That's off the back fence. Carroll on Heitman. They come together. Looks like Townsville Brothers might be penalised for lashing out in the ruck here. Referee's called timeout once again. We'll talk to both captains here, I'd say. Calm everyone down, play on. Not much in it. Both teams coming together, bit of push and shove, that's about it. So South Bulls retain the penalty. Blake Heitman has been sent to the sin bin. 16 minutes remain in the game, so he'll resume back with 6 minutes and 3 seconds to go. Sit on the back of you if you want, Blakey. If you want to sit down, mate. Mick, tell him to sit on the back of the ute if he wants. Yeah. We're back here. South Ball's back on the attack here with Williams probing in around the line. So 15 minutes remain in the game. The Bulls are up here. They're looking for more points. Brothers desperately hanging on in defence. Goes to Laybutt. And a player's been taken off the footy here. And another player's been sent to the sin bin. I think it's Paddy Kafusi. So we've got two players in the bin now, Townsville brothers. So South Ball get a penalty here to the left, the upright. It's about 15 metres off, 15 metres out. Tensions are quite high out there. So Jakey Mara now takes him on from the penalty here, looks to try and force his way over. He's pulled down inches out on the try line. Ball's back on the attack. Laybutt, beautiful outball to Israel Osei. That's a bounce, takes it. Sizes up Daisy, comes back on the inside. Schoenberg swings him near the ground there. Shows his strength there, Schoenberg. So Laybutt, dummy half for the Bulls. Goes to Radford. Trying to work his way through the middle, the Redmen. They come back down the right edge again. Once again, a huge outball there from Kyle Laybutt. That is an outstanding try from the South Bulls. A beautiful ball. Laybutt shows his class there. And they extend their lead to 48 points to 12. Kyle Laybutt shows his class. Really does. Make sure we still stick with it. Still have 13 minutes of play to go. It's 48 points to 12, the kick to come. Stay with us full time. We'll have our Triple S RLTD Man of the Match interview. We're very grateful and thank you towards the players and the clubs that support it and give us that time to have a chat. So Israel Osei has had an outstanding day for the South Bulls. .603, I think. 603 is Blakey. 1406 is 11. Yeah, 406 is Foose.
Conversion successful. Score is South Bulls 50, Brothers 12.
So Colin Anderson's brought his golden boots along today, and he adds the extras once again from the sideline. And that brings up the half century for the South Bulls. They extend their lead, 50 points to 12. Watches it, and Andrew John style, sways back. So in the final 11 minutes of play here, Townsville Brothers defending with 11 men at the moment. Massive task ahead of them. Shawnee Nona restarts play with a floating kickoff. It's taken by Laybutt. Links up with Dowson. Finds Jakey Mara back towards the middle of the field. Sorry, it's Jermaine Stanley, sorry. My apologies. Kennedy, nice little ball on the edge there for Renfrey. Been one of the best. A beautiful offload to Jonah Radovica. The big man strides out, then offloads to Jack Pryor. This time he goes to put a kick infield, but he's lost the ball and Nacta trying to kick in the tackle. So Townsville brothers scramble well. Big Jonah Radovica down the left-hand touchline, striding out. Down to the final 10 minutes now. 50 points to 12. The South Bulls, the Redmen. The horns are sharpened. They certainly stood up here today. Sam Cocker now. Townsville brothers. Limited opportunities with the footy in hand. Here they come. Gordon Daisy goes straight through the middle of the ruck. Gordon Daisy opens them up. And he's brought down there by the South Bulls. Second effort in a tackle. Unlucky not to get 6 to go there. Driscoll goes down to Carucci. They're on the right edge now. 23 metres out. Right on the right-hand sideline. Walden, dummy half, Driscoll takes him on. He shows and goes himself, Braden Driscoll. Desperately pulled down by Dempsey. And dives in the ruck there. Quick play the ball. Unfortunately, the play the ball was too fast. Dempsey dives in desperation. Gets the ball back for the Bulls. Now they attack straight away and they come down to Israel Osei. He's been destructible on this wing here. Comes back on the infield. It's about his 25th carry for the game. Been very, very strong. Jermaine Stanley plays it back. Williams is probing in around the ruck. Manahai Mangarangi in defence. Laybutt floating pass over the top. Israel Osei goes back on the inside. He links up. Looks like a play has been taken off. Referee Joshua Eden has put that on report. He's been hit off the ball. Don't think it was high. I think it was just late. Have to have another look at that. That's for the powers to be. We'll move on here. So in the final 7 minutes of play here, it's a feisty game. Tensions are high at the moment. Fierce rivals, the South Bulls and Townsville brothers going at it. The Bulls continue. They have the ball in attack at the moment. They're attacking once again. Townsville brothers desperately defending with 11 men. They come down this right edge. Good defence there from Burke. Dempsey in a dummy half there for South Bulls. Goes out the back to Braden Kennedy. Links up with Dowson, probing 2 hands. Short ball to Jordan Radovica now. So you got Radovica and Jordan Renfrey together out there. Mara offloads to Radford through the middle. Ball's on the attack here. Williams links up with Dempsey, probing, looking for a try. Blakey Heitman gets ready to go back. Townsville brothers. And good defence by brothers. They desperately defend with 11 blokes. Certainly turned up there. Testing times for them at the moment. So goal line dropout here in the final 6 minutes to play. They're back to 12 men now, brothers. A nice high drop kick there from Shawnee Nona. Oh, David Mills flying in the air. Fortunately, the ball comes down and Boyer to Sean Messasano dives on it, scrambling there for South. Brothers get a penalty there. Sorry, South Bulls. And he's lost the ball. Joshy Williams takes a quick tap. So in the final 5 minutes, round 4, Sunday afternoon match of the round. Let me tell you, it's like state origin, a fierce rivalry between the South Bulls and Townsville brothers. I'm sure we'll be seeing them go at each other for another 2 or 3 times throughout the season. They'll be right there at the back end for the final series. Ty Carucci plays it back. Walden out of dummy half. Brothers open them up again. Braden Driscoll, he's had a cracking game. He's been taken high from behind from Tashawn Messasano. It's on report as well. His brothers finally get some field position here. So Townsville brothers back on the attack here, 40 metres out. Can the South Bulls keep a clean sheet in the second half? They've been clinical. The reigning premiers currently undefeated so far. Manarangi, he's recovered from that head knock. He plays it on the first. Lurch at dummy half. Goes to Farmasili, the big front rower, through the middle. He'll play it 15 metres out, centre field. Lurch at dummy half. Goes to Nona. Gives an early ball to Sean Burke. Shows and goes. Tries to force his way over. Desperate defence from Jermaine Stanley. Farmasili probing. Stands, offloads to Paddy Kafusi. It's back out in the field now. Ball comes down on the ground. It's play on. Lockie Lurch picks it up. And he works his way over and he finishes it with a try there. Lockie Lurch. It's a good reward for a hard-working player. Lachlan Lurch scores for Townsville Brothers.
Try score there for the brothers brings the score to South Bulls 50, brothers 16. Just under 3 minutes to go in the second half.
As the clock winds down, 2 minutes to go. Townsville Brothers playing to the final minute. Shawnee Nona comes in, strikes it. Once again, the flags are up. So, South Bulls 50. Townsville Brothers 18. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, remain with us after the game. We'll have our man of the match, our Triple S RLTD man of the match, come in for a chat. And he certainly deserves it. He's been in outstanding form for the South Bulls. Thank you to our viewers today for tuning in. Into the final minute. The South ball's going to run out winners here, but look at Lockie Lurch. He's finishing strong here for Townsville Brothers. Bit of free-flowing footy to finish the game. Braden Driscoll has been one of the best. He has. And South ball get a penalty right on full time here. Braden Driscoll's been very, very good for Townsville Brothers. Very good. He's been their best on the paddock, I believe. So South will find touch. Siren to go any time now in the background. They're going to have a shot from goal here. Carlin Anderson looking for more points himself to get on the scoreboard. Carlin, eh? Big kick for him. I don't know if them little legs can go that far, Carlin. Let's see how he goes. He's 39 metres out, 11 metres to the side of the uprights. And the South Bulls make a big statement today against Townsville Brothers. They're going to run out winners, but we'll wait and respect until the conversion. Righties? 15 shakes the line. Carlin Anderson gets it. It's just to the left of the uprights. So as we wrap up full time here, the South Bulls have got their horns up and a massive victory to the day against Townsville Brothers. South Bulls 50, Townsville Brothers 18, ladies and gentlemen. Stay with us as we get ready for our man of the match. We'll bring him in. Once again, thank you to our viewers. Thank you very much to our sponsors and supporters. Thank you to the Doyle Group, to Jeff and Tash for their phenomenal support, the RLTD live stream sponsor. Ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready here, we wrap up the game once again. I'd like to bring in our Triple S RLTD man of the match. Congratulations to Sean Messasano. How are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. A bit sore, but especially after last week, Foley Shield.
Mate, what about you? You're an outstanding form, mate. I'm a big fan of you. Any Queensland Cup clubs out there, have a look at this young man. He's coming through the ranks. He should be playing at a higher level. Boyer, mate, talk to me about it. It was a big game today. Yeah. Townsville Brothers and yourselves, two of the heavyweights, and he's really stood up, and you've made a statement, mate. That's a big win over a very good side.
Yeah, definitely. No, yeah. We had a reason to say our old boys club, our old boys day today. So, yeah, we had a reason to go out there and give it to these fellas, especially the fish, you know. We knew they were going to be hard, and we came out with that intensity. But, no, yeah, all credit to the boys for going out there.
And what about yourself, mate? You've been in damaging form, getting a try most games. Today you had 2 tries, looking for the hat-trick there, mate. You could have got man of the match the first couple of games, I will say, for South. Mate, you've been in great form last week as well for Townsville Foley Shield. Any secret behind it for yourself?
Nah, I just go out and have fun. I love playing footy, you know. So I just go out there, do my job, and I just have fun while I'm playing, yeah.
Like I said, Queensland Cup clubs out there need to have a look at this young man. He's in great form and thoroughly deserved it, mate. You're a Triple S favourite. Good to see you.
Thanks,
Sean.
Thank you.
There you go. South Bulls today run out winners against the Townsville Brothers 50 points to 18. Thank you for a great afternoon, a Sunday afternoon rugby league. Thank you to Rugby League Townsville District for your support. Enjoy your weekend. See you next week.